And that last one was Korn featuring Corey Taylor, A Different World. And before that was Ozzy Osbourne, Gets Me Through. So yeah, hitting the very, very end of the show makes me sad. But not to fear, it will return again next year for Halloween. Probably it won't be Primal Screams. I might keep Primal Screams because there's like a one letter difference between it, which is why the promos have the thing where it flickers. So there's that. But yes, it will be returning in a much different format. Might not be music based, I don't know yet, but I do kind of know what it's going to look like. And I'm really excited. I started planning out next year's, like when I was working on this one, going, I'm going to have more time. There is so much more that I want to do and that I can do. So I'm looking really forward to next year's Halloween. So again, it will return, just not in this format, but there will be something. In the meantime, there are other things, though. Speaking of dark things, like Ozzy Osbourne, that's like watching Gets Me Through again. I don't know why I found it frightening, or like not frightening, but sort of putting me unease. But again, like I'm into darker media than that. But speaking of that, there are some other things coming up. There is a series of sorts that's starting. I can't tell you about it, and you won't know it's from me. But it is coming up at the end of November. It'll be fun. Again, you won't know it's from me. So hopefully you'll find it. Regardless, there's that, and then there's also Scars. Right now we're in the middle of a fundraising campaign to try to get at least our pilot up and running. So I don't have a bar or anything to go like here, but there is a Kickstarter and there is a Patreon. If you head over to facebook.com/scarstheseries, or you can use Twitter if you would like the link. You can always at me and at Rain Essery to get a link to the Kickstarter or the Patreon. Patreon has access to our Discord server and all kinds of perks. We are doing monthly live streams, so there is that as well. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't think there is. So yeah, it's been a fun ride. There's definitely going to be more things coming up. This might be the end of Primal Screams, but that's only because I'm sort of pushing away from the music stuff and into more original content. So definitely more original stories coming up, and certainly more reviews. Not to sort of put any sort of timeline or pressure on myself about it, but they're in the future, if all goes well, there will be a lost my train of thought. In the future, there'll be more reviews, probably about once a month, starting in December. So give myself plenty of time. And again, it's one of those, I'm not going to force it, because that was kind of the problem here with Primal Streams as well. It became forced. It wasn't as fun anymore. So yeah, I mean, that was it lost its fun. And also just it didn't allow for as much creativity. As you can see with the set and everything that's in the material that was created, I had a lot of fun doing this. Despite all the headaches, despite like the pumpkin that frustrated me. The set that I had a cool like shadow instruments of shadows thing set up, and then I really underestimated how it would look against the back, and it being so big, and then what I was making was so small. I would do it differently next time. And then I decided, like, can I salvage it with shadows? And so I tried doing that, and it didn't work either. And then also there was a black light that was supposed to be mounted up there. And it turns out my ceiling is a weird, I don't know. My ceiling has issues. So I wasn't able to mount it to that. So I did find a spot for it. It's part of what's lighting the back here. And fun fact, this is all lit by 3 lights. There is a glowy light and then 2 black lights. So yeah, I mean, that was kind of the challenge, was can the quality still be good without me blasting the gain and lighting? And the answer is yes. And, upgrading a bunch of equipment and all that fun stuff. So, everything looks good and it's a great show and then it's like, oh, it's the last one. This tends to be a habit. But again, with the reviews, that's going to be more me playing in the same kind of way that I did with this. Just a lot more elaborate sets. So the video review that you saw here, it's not going to be that. It'll be certainly kind of in that format of cutting back and forth between live footage and video footage, and I tried to use nothing but trailer footage for that. That proved difficult. I have a lot of respect for people who can do those kind of videos, review videos and cut a lot of footage in. It's a lot of work, especially when there wasn't enough stuff that was shot. And then there were some setting adjustments on my camera, it being lower quality and all, so a lot of hurdles and whatnot. But everything came together. So again, though, with the reviews, expect a little bit more there. With any of the stories that come up, that's sporadic. I don't know how often that's going to happen, if it will, but it was supposed to be a lot of fun with that story, and it still was, but just more original. All right, I think, I think I have talked enough. So happy Halloween, and I hope everyone goes out, go to your parties, do your thing. I'm heading to work after this, and since I have to go straight to work, I'm going in costume. That should be fun. 8 hours. Yeah. People coming in the morning on November 1st. What am I? I'm a bat. Anyways. Could have sworn there was one more thing. But yeah, I don't think so. Oh, yes. If you are a fan of darker or weirder media, right now Wham City Comedy is doing a 8-part presentation. If you go to Adult Swim on their YouTube, it's all there. But if you go to the Adult Swim website tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, there is, it's part 6, I believe. Anyways, it's live. They do it live, and there's a number you can call in, interact with the characters. It's improv on like a country North American wide scale. So it's pretty fantastic. The first night was really rocky because people didn't know what to do. And then the second night, everyone caught on, like, okay, this is improv, you go with it. The answer is always yes. There's still people who don't get it, but they'll always exist. But yes, go tune in to Trill Day. It is, well, it's going to Trill Day. It's called Cry of Man, MANN. It is a great series. All right, well, that does it here on Primal Streams. Thank you for everyone who's watched from the beginning, anyone who's kind of turned in the middle, and anyone this is their first time. This will be up on YouTube, probably minus a few songs, so if you're watching this later, it's probably going to be missing stuff from Ramones and Ozzy, I believe. I think those are the ones that get you worldwide blocks. Anything I need to cut out, I will, but I'll try to put this up there. You can watch it in full, well, in parts, but the whole thing will be there in parts over on the VidMe. And again, you can send me a thing on Twitter for that, or in the YouTube description, or even on the Primal Screams Media Facebook page. There is a link to the VidMe. That will be there as well. All right, have yourself a great night. Happy Halloween. And to leave you off, I present to you a medley of songs. This is the Vengeance is Mine medley by Slash and Alice Cooper. Enjoy, and have yourself a great night, and happy Halloween. Happy hunting.